What's good? What's good? What's good in the hood? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get into it. Now, many of you have been watching the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, and you've been saying to yourself, why? This trial should have been over in 5 days. But at the same time as the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, people didn't notice the Kardashian trial was going on at the same time. That shows you money and power. They knew if they put their little 5 day trial during the same time, it'll be overshadowed. And that's truly what they wanted. That is truly what they wanted. Overshadowment. They wanted to be overshadowed. Now, you might say, well, what's so important about this? Well, here's the importance of it. Blac Chyna was suing because she said the Kardashians, mostly Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian, which they call Kardashian Jenner, she claimed that they ruined her career by convincing the TV bosses to cancel her show, Rob and China. In case you have a life or been under a rock, Blac Chyna, former stripper, ends up marrying, not marrying, but having a baby with Rob Kardashian, who is the brother of the Kardashians. They never approved of her, period, being Rob's love choice and didn't want to make her a part of the family, as they have built this empire. And they're like, Rob, you're living in our house. You don't have a house. Rob is like the one that's just there. He's the brother. Named after his late father. Kris is going to do what she's going to do and live this glamorous life. And she's managing her daughter's careers, who are worth collectively about $1 billion. And they look just like mannequins in a store. Now, when you get to the gist of everything, you're looking at the fact that you see all of these people, I would say they had a part in creating the narrative of what's supposed to be the look of what glamorous is. You're seeing everybody run out and get the Botox lips. You're seeing all of these plastic surgeries, and all these people are running around trying to look like basically a Kardashian, or at least Kim Kardashian. It's sick. But anyway, that's beside the point. They decided that they were going to contact the network about the show Rob and China. And the news and everybody in the headlines tell you the Kardashians won the lawsuit against Blac Chyna. That's not what they said in court. Now, the only reason they won is because of ETV. Because they really didn't win. It's just that they didn't have to pay the $100 million. Blac Chyna sued them for $100 million. Now, they didn't end up having to pay no damages. Even though with all the evidence that was presented in the trial, they said, well, they did not defame Chyna, but what they did was act in bad faith, showing that they did go out and contact E! Network and tell Chyna's TV bosses and falsely told them she violently attacked Rob. Jurors found out that Kardashian Jenners was not justified in telling the makers of Rob and Chyna that Chyna abused their son and her relationship partner Rob at the time. What they found out is they had no substantial effect on Chyna's contract or the show, period, not being renewed. So no damages were awarded. Executives from E! Network testified that Rob and Chyna ended because the relationship ended, not because of any action taken by the Kardashian Jenners. That's why they decided to cancel the show, because the relationship ended. So ETV was the deciding factor in this trial, but it was found out that the Kardashians did do exactly what Blac Chyna said they did, and they acted in bad faith, which they could have been still struck for damages. But since ETV jumped on the sword and said, no, it was us, we canceled the show because of the relationship was ending. That's why we canceled and did not move forward. And Blac Chyna believes still that this is a lie because no one told them the relationship was ended at all. They were still in the process of having problems, but they had a deal in place where she was going to have the baby on the show the very next season. After being promised they were going to have the show. So what she was saying is basically, I was going to fake it with Rob for a whole nother season so I can get my money. I could fake it with him for a long period of time so we can get this money. You know, the Kardashian was always thought like, Rob, don't get stupid and get caught up with this woman. And sure enough, that's what happened. And now that that's the effect of, you see, well, everything that's happening now, you're seeing all these different people come around with all these success stories and all this nonsense, right? But yet and still, you don't see all of these people coming to somebody's aid when they need. You know what I'm saying? They don't come to nobody's aid when they need. They only do it for a publicity stunt. But the Kardashians are showing they have power. And they want all these positive stories written and told about them. They want to control the narrative. They're not even on ETV anymore. But I'm quite sure they paid a pretty good penny to have all of this removed. Now, Blac Chyna, she don't have money like that. And what just happened after this happened? Blac Chyna was harassed by a woman in a bar 2 days after the trial. And she ended up having to basically defend herself and allegedly kick the woman. And now, instead of the defamation lawsuit, it's all about, well, she's facing battery charges, trying to have Blac Chyna in court and show that she's violent. They start off with all the stations that normally would do what they do. TMZ's, Complex, Entertainment Tonight. They was like, see, they told her she was dangerous. They start right off by saying, after losing her $100 million defamation lawsuit against the Kardashian Jenner family, Blac Chyna is now under criminal investigation for battery. This woman claimed Blac Chyna kicked her in the stomach and damaging her phone during a physical altercation in the bar. Now, while Blac Chyna was in the bar, this woman decided she wanted to film her. So Blac Chyna got up and was leaving, and the woman decided to follow her. From what I was told about what happened. Now, the woman kept trying to put a camera like in her face as she was leaving. Blac Chyna allegedly took the phone, threw it to the ground, and then the woman was trying to come after her still, and she kicked the woman to back her up off her. And the woman fell down and trying to act as if she's in such great pain. This is a stunt. This was all designed. These people do this type of stuff. You saw once Eminem got embarrassed with the Kill Shot song. Before he even, when he made Rap Devil came out. Before the Kill Shot song even came out. And he was embarrassed by Rap Devil. M came out and decided that all of a sudden, one of Eminem's buddies shows up at one of the shows of MGK. He's at the restaurant. He just happens to be at that restaurant. He wants to go and film on Instagram Live and do something he does not normally do. An extra in normally movies and stuff, and as a friend of Eminem's, decides to, I'm going to go out here and just harass MGK. So after being told to leave the restaurant because he was being rude and obnoxious, and he goes up into his face about ruining families, then he goes and starts an altercation outside of the restaurant where the security backs him off again. Then he goes inside of the hotel where the security gives him exactly what he was asking for. 3 altercations. This man had a chance to go somewhere. Then he got what he wanted, beat up, and then he makes another video. So it all comes to show you that when you continuously do things, these people will actually send people to you to get you in trouble, get you a lawsuit, get you in court, and try to get you jammed up. If anyone believes that this was a separate incident, you have believed in vain. This was not a separate incident. This was insanity. Now, I'm going to get out of here. Just wanted to let that be known to the public. I'm out.